What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking. I think Rolex watches are a waste of money. To spend $10,000 or $20,000 on a watch, that's a complete waste of money. You can just use an Apple Watch. Actually, I take that back. $500 on an Apple Watch just to tell time and use a few apps, that's a waste of money too. You can just use your phone. You know what? I take that back too. Spend $1,000 on a phone, that's a waste of money too. I think we should start using these old phones again. You could get one now for probably nothing. While I'm at it, I think clothes and shoes are a waste of money too. That's why I'm wearing a $10 t-shirt. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. What one person spends their money on, if it doesn't make sense to you, doesn't mean it's a bad idea or it's a waste of money. If you don't like it, well, it's actually none of your business. In all seriousness, I want to share some ideas in this video to caution you in this current climate of seeing some deals out there. I also want to share a couple personal tips that I use for myself for self-discipline. So with that, let's get started. Short video today. I'm just going to share a couple examples of when I think it might be a waste of money to buy, and then situations, in my opinion, where it's not a waste of money. First, where it is a waste of money. This one's kind of simple for me, but it might not be for you. Basically, if you're in a situation that you're buying just to buy, you're buying just because you see a deal out there. The specific watch might not fit with your collection strategy, and you're finding yourself in a situation you're more focused on quantity and not quality. I'll share my collection strategy with you first, then I'll tell you about the specific example that I'm talking about. My collection strategy is simple. I just want 3 watches. I've got my daily wear. The next watch I want to get more of a sporty watch, like an AP with a rubber strap or something. And then last watch I want is something with a grand complication like a Patek or a Longa. The example I'm talking about that I almost pulled the trigger on was when I saw Blue Milgauss a few weeks ago. Brand new, $7,000. Fantastic deal. Almost pulled the trigger. Looking back, I think it would have been a waste of money. It doesn't fit within my collection strategy. I don't know of a situation where I would prefer that over my daily wearer now, my Sky Dweller. So again, certainly something that I wouldn't mind having, but if I would have bought it, I think it would have been a waste of money. So how to avoid that? Number one, as I mentioned, if you don't have a collection strategy, come up with one. There's no right, no wrong. If you just want all the Rolexes out there, then that's your strategy. Me personally, I can't afford to do that, and I wouldn't get any value out of that. I work too hard for my money to put all my watches in a safe somewhere. I might recommend doing something for yourself like I have. I've got a net worth rule. I'll spend a set percentage of my net worth on toys. Toys being, for me, cars and watches. The first part of self-discipline and following rules is setting your own rules. And I guess the second part of my rule comes from the comment section of my previous videos where people were talking about Omegas and Seikos and such. And I feel that those comments are coming because those brands are less expensive than Rolexes. Where I'm going with this is if you don't have a perceived value of something, then don't buy it, no matter how good the deal is. Because if you overspend, again, overspend being relative, and you're in a situation where you're taking care of it versus letting it take care of you, then you've spent too much money. That's always been my rule for toys also. You buy something, it should take care of you and not the other way around. And finally, I'll just leave you with this. We all work hard. We all like to splurge on some toys. For me, I choose watches over cars right now because I don't have to pay annual taxes on my watches. I still get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I don't have to put gas in it. I don't have to spend monthly on it. Yes, at some point I'll service these things, but that's down the road. The perceived value that I have for myself on spending thousands of dollars for these things makes sense to me. I don't have to be a horology expert to appreciate it, and neither do you. Guys, I'm going to wrap up the video. Just want to summarize by saying that there's a lot of opinions out there. What's a waste of money, what's not. What it is for one person might not be what it is for you, but that's okay. And also just a reminder, don't get caught up in what I almost got caught up in buying something that I wouldn't have appreciated. So if you don't have a collection strategy, it might not be a bad idea to come up with one. As always, if you got any value out of this video, you'd really be helping me out if you hit that like button. As always, subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time.